Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Zips will boot it away to start the game. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So UMass offense will get the first crack at it here. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer?
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's good. At the 35, he's got room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UMass!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Akron's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
From the gun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Zips will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The UMass offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Hairston. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. UMass to the line, facing third and long. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Houston. Touchdown, Minutemen! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete on the right side. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Plucks it out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Zips can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And off to Jones. Shakes off the defender. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Got a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. On the option. Quick toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Back to pass, it's Hairston. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. A third down try for the offense. He's looking downfield to throw. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. The missed 56-yarder makes that stop even bigger. Now the offense has outstanding field position. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Zips trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. Right back to the well. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get pop.
Touchdown, Minutemen! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option to give. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the 1st half. This has been all home team.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UCF. Just another week of college football.
Breaks into the open. Running through contact. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air on 1st down. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Zips will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
At the 20, he's got space. He's loose down the left side. The 30. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UMass!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Zips in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Zips decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UMass offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Hairston. Right on the money. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Quarterback making checks. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Houston. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's go. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off play action. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Minutemen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jones. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Zips line up to punt it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything there.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day. Just
into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. To the air, it's Hairston. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grabbed over the middle. It's Houston. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. UMass will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bobo. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
The kick is on its way. Cradles it at the 35. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UMass offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got a man, it's Houston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Catch in the middle, it's Houston. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UMass!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Bobo. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hood. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The short hands, it's Houston. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. And they swarm him under. UMass now faces a third and short. To the air, it's Hairston. Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Zips with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. There he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. The Zips will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. That pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, look at this, 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. Hauls it in. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Hairston. He tries to take the top off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking for room. It's Hood. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.